Hello and welcome to my YouTube. This YouTube is titled My 138 YouTubes on how to use the Yamaha E463 keyboard. I'm your host, Maury Reese. Over the past 5 years, I have published 138 YouTube videos showing people how to use their Yamaha E463 keyboard. I did these YouTubes mainly for people who are brand new to this keyboard and are trying to figure out all the things it can do. I also made these YouTubes because there's a lot of people out there who are doing their research before they go out and buy a keyboard, and they want to know, what can this keyboard do? What are the different controls? How hard is it to use? So by watching my YouTubes, people who are thinking about buying this keyboard can learn a lot about it before they spend any money on it. Here's some of what I've covered in my 138 E463 videos. I talked about arpeggios. What are they? How do you use them? I talked about the attack and the release on the keyboard. I talked about the auxiliary in, where you can connect up an iPhone or a computer and send sound in. I talked about batteries. What do you need to know to run this on a battery? I talked about all of the different chorus effects that you can turn on. There are demo songs, and I also gave you 70 additional demo songs to play. DSP, digital signal processing. What is it, and why do you care? The dual voice settings. A lot of people were interested in this. How do you end a song? The 69 functions. This is the most important button on the keyboard. Groove Creator. What is that and how do you use it? The 5 different harmony settings. There are 2 knobs on the left. What are they? How do you use them? How do you load a style into the computer? What are all the different settings on the main voice? How do I do a MIDI recording? What is pan left and right? What is sampling and how do you do it? How do I just record the sound of my keyboard? If I go in and make a lot of settings, how do I save all of those settings? What is reverb and how do you use it? What is this thing called a songbook and how do I get my hands on it? What is that split point and how do you set it? I've made over 17 different videos just on styles alone. What is sustain and how is that used? How do you change the tempo or the beat? If I'm brand new, I've just got a keyboard, I've plugged it in and turned it on for the first time, what are the first things I need to know in the first 5 minutes when I'm starting to use this new keyboard? What is transpose and why would you use it and how do you do it? What are the different tracks? There are 6 altogether. What is this USB thumb drive connector on the back and how would I use that? How do I change the different volumes of all of the different sounds in the keyboard? So these are the things. Now some of the YouTube videos are short, only 10 minutes. Some of them are 45 minutes or longer. In this video, I'll show you how to find those 138 E463 YouTubes out of the billions of YouTubes on YouTube. To find my E463 YouTube videos, you need to do a search in YouTube and you need to search for this. Maury Reese E463. So Maury Reese, that's my name. That's the name that is attached to all of my YouTubes. By the way, I've done over 328 YouTubes altogether. So every one of my YouTubes has my name attached to it. And what I've done over the last 5 years, if I've made a YouTube that has anything at all to do with the E463 keyboard, I put the word E463 in the title of that YouTube. So all 138 of my E463 YouTubes have the word E463 in the title. So if you do a search for Maury Reese E463, you're going to find those 138 YouTubes that I have put up over the last 5 years. Now, I will warn you, you're going to find other stuff as well. It's just, unfortunately, the way the search works on YouTube. And that's okay. You can just ignore those. So here you see what it looks like when I do a search on a computer screen. I've typed in Maury Reese E463. Right there. Here you see the search on an iPhone. Same thing though, I typed in Maury Reese E463 and then you hit the enter key or the return key. I've made a video of my Macintosh screen so I can show you exactly how to find my E463 YouTubes on a computer. Watch. So let's go into YouTube and find those 138 E463 tutorials. I'm launching YouTube on my computer. And right up here is the search window. So I'm going to type in my name, Maury Reese, M-O-R-R-I-E space R-E-E-C-E space, and now I'm going to type in E463, capital E463. So I'm searching YouTube and I'm looking for every single YouTube video that has Maury Reese and 463 attached to it. Ready? Search. And here we are. So now it's just a question of scrolling through. Here's an example. This one has, this is not mine, but the search button found it anyway. That's okay, you can just ignore it. Here's the next one, and you just keep scrolling through, and you are going to be finding all 138 of those tutorials. Here's one, loading freestyles into the PSR E463, and 83,000 people have watched this. Okay, here's 2 ways to play the song Apache. Here's something about missing manuals. You know, you only got one manual, and there's 2 or 3 other manuals, and I tell you how to get them. This is how to set trim low, and this is introducing the split voice. This was very popular. I see that 56,000 people have watched this. So you can just sit here and scroll through, and every now and then there'll be one that's not mine, but that's okay. You can, I have no idea why this thing about a mower showed up, but it did. Fine, we'll just skip right on past it. So let's say I want to find a specific topic. Maury used that split voice. So let me go back to the search box, and I've got Maury Reese E463, but now I'm going to type in split, S-P-L-I-T-V-O-I-C-E. I want to look for a YouTube video that talks about the split voice in Maury Reese's E463 YouTubes. So I'm going to hit return. Ready? Search. And there it is. It went right to it. So 56,000 people have watched this. So let's change the topic. Instead of split voice, I want to do harmony, H-A-R-M-O-N-Y. there's a harmony button, and I want to know, how do I use and set up harmony? Ready? So I've typed in harmony. I've added the word harmony to my search. Click, and there it is. So if you pick a topic, you can simply add that word or that phrase into your search, and you will go right to that topic. So this is an introduction to harmony on the E463 keyboard, and 3.8 thousand people have watched it, and I put it up a year ago. Let's say dual voice, DUALVOICE. I want to know about how do I set up and use a dual voice. So I type that in, hit return, click, and we go right to introducing the dual voice. And 30,000 people have watched it. I put that up 3 years ago. So you get the idea? You can just search for Maury Reese E463 and you'll find all 138. Or you can add an extra word or topic into your search and go directly to it. And once again, for those of you that have just bought this keyboard and it's brand new and you're plugging it in and turning it on for the first time, I think you'll find this one really helpful. Setting up your new E463 keyboard, what do you need to know in the first 5 minutes when you first get this thing? Okay? So in closing, I have done 138 YouTubes all about the E463, covering all of these topics and more. I didn't want to list everything I've done. That would be too much. Okay? And now you see that you can go in and you can type Maury Reese E463 arpeggios. Or you can go in and type Maury Reese E463 reverb. So you can go directly to any one of these titles by simply adding this word onto your search box after you've typed in my name and the word E463. That'll help a lot. Besides all of these tutorials that teach you how to use the E463, I've recorded several dozen songs using the E463 keyboard. And once again, I did this because some people may be thinking about buying this keyboard and they just want to know, what does it sound like? You know, if I'm going to plunk down $200 or $300 on a keyboard, I want to know what that thing can do. I want to know if it's worth the money. So I'm basically demonstrating how you would use all of these features to do songs. So thanks for watching. I hope you have found this useful. And if you have, go in there and look at those 138 YouTubes that will teach you a lot about this wonderful little keyboard, the Yamaha PSR E463.